This video brings an urgent message that God specifically wants you to hear. He has been trying to show you the truth about His love, but He's concerned you might be missing the most important part. This isn't just another message about divine love. It contains a revelation that could free you from years of spiritual exhaustion. God cares so deeply about your heart that He would be grieved if you continued believing you must earn His affection. The message you're about to receive has been carefully arranged to reach you at this exact moment in your spiritual journey. There's a divine appointment happening right now as you watch. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to learn could transform everything about how you experience God's presence in your life. You never asked anything of Him, yet He was the first to love you freely without conditions. This isn't an ordinary spiritual message. It's a divine alert about a truth that represents the foundation of your entire relationship with God. The Creator has been watching your spiritual journey with loving attention, noticing both your moments of peace and your times of striving. Missing this particular revelation could mean continuing to live under the heavy burden of thinking you must earn divine love. This truth marks a critical spiritual window that's opening in your life right now. God cares so deeply about your freedom that He would be genuinely concerned if you failed to grasp this opportunity for rest. That's why this message found you today. Your attention to this video isn't by chance. It's a divinely orchestrated moment designed to help you see what has been freely offered all along, but you might have been working too hard to receive it. Every effort you've made trying to be good enough for God has been seen. Every prayer where you promised to do better if He would just love you has been heard. All the times you've wondered if your mistakes made you unworthy of divine attention, yet kept trying anyway, have been acknowledged. Your spiritual struggles with worthiness haven't gone unnoticed. Those moments when God's love seemed available to everyone except you, He saw your discouragement. The times when your faith felt conditional on your performance, yet you held on anyway, that persistence was recognized in heaven. The exhaustion it took to keep trying to earn what was already yours has been deeply understood. The weight you've carried thinking love must be deserved has all been acknowledged. Divine love isn't always obvious when we think it must be earned. God is making this truth so clear you can't possibly miss it. The love God wants you to understand appears in everyday moments, but is often overlooked because it seems too simple to be divine affection. This love shows up without you asking for it, without you doing anything to deserve it, and without you making any promises in return. It appears in the breath you take each morning, in the forgiveness that comes before you even confess, in the acceptance that exists regardless of your performance. This love emerges in the grace that covers you when you failed and the mercy that never runs out. God chose this particular revelation because it speaks to hearts tired of earning and striving. It connects directly to your deepest need for unconditional acceptance. The window to understand this freely given love won't remain closed forever. When you finally see it, you'll wonder how you ever thought you needed to earn what was always yours. Its reality will touch your spirit so deeply that you'll know beyond doubt it was meant specifically for you. When you truly grasp God's unconditional love, many exhausting aspects of your spiritual journey will suddenly make perfect sense. Years of trying to be good enough, prayers focused on earning favor, and spiritual disciplines done from obligation will all transform in a beautiful moment of divine clarity. God has wonderful news for you today. Your spiritual life is shifting from striving to resting, and important transformations are happening within you right now. The divine has captured your tired heart, and now you've been chosen to receive this special revelation of free love. This moment marks something significant in your walk with God. It's a clear indication that your understanding of grace is growing deeper every day. Something incredibly meaningful is unfolding in your relationship with the Creator, far more restful than you might have imagined possible. The recognition of this unconditional love begins a spiritual awakening that will touch every area of your life, bringing peace instead of performance. There's a wave of heavenly joy surrounding you right now. You're becoming more spiritually attuned to grace, naturally drawing divine acceptance into your daily experience. Understanding God's unconditional love brings a heightened awareness of His presence that isn't based on your behavior. More spiritual insights about divine acceptance will begin flowing to you than ever before. This isn't happening by chance. It's a carefully arranged blessing designed specifically for this season of your spiritual journey where you're ready to rest. Your prayers matter not because they earn love, but because you're already completely loved. Your spiritual growth inspires heaven not as a requirement, but as a natural response to unconditional acceptance. This divine recognition shows that God deeply values you simply because you exist. Each step you've taken, even when trying, to earn love, has led you exactly where you need to be for this revelation of free grace. God delights when you finally rest in what He's been offering all along. The timing of this revelation about unconditional love is no coincidence. It appears now because you're spiritually ready to receive love without conditions. This precise moment has been divinely chosen because you've grown weary enough of performing to finally be ready for rest. Your spiritual heart is now open enough to receive what might have seemed too good to be true before. Your soul has expanded through struggles with worthiness. Your understanding has deepened through experience with conditional relationships that left you exhausted. You are now prepared to receive this divine love more clearly than ever before. All the challenges you faced trying to be good enough have been preparation for this moment of grace. Nothing in your spiritual journey has been wasted. Every experience has shaped your ability to recognize unconditional love when it's offered. This particular truth is connected to larger spiritual movements of grace happening in hearts around the world right now. If you're feeling blessed by this revelation of God's unconditional love, please consider sending a super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more to support our channel's mission of sharing these life-changing truths. Your generosity helps these divine insights reach those who desperately need to know they don't have to earn God's love. When you give, you participate in spreading the message of free grace to exhausted hearts everywhere. As you begin to understand God's unconditional love, new spiritual freedom will naturally develop in your life. This clearer vision brings new responsibilities, not to earn love, but to help everyone in your path discover they don't need to earn it either. Don't view these responsibilities as burdens, but as sacred opportunities to participate in God's work of freeing hearts. This revelation signals it's time to step into spiritual maturity as someone who knows they're unconditionally loved. Finding balance becomes essential during this grace-filled time. While celebrating this new understanding of divine acceptance, remember to nurture your faith through prayer, scripture, and community, not to earn love, but because you're already loved. These spiritual disciplines have shaped who you are and will continue to support you as you grow into this expanded role as someone who carries the message of free grace to others. As you become sensitive to God's unconditional love, think about how you can help others who are still trying to earn what's freely given. Your experience shows that divine love flows constantly, even when we fail to recognize its unconditional nature. Heaven witnesses every moment of grace awakening, every recognition of free love, and every choice to rest instead of strive. Your story of discovering unconditional divine love brings hope to people feeling spiritually exhausted or wondering if they'll ever be good enough. Your awareness becomes a light that helps others develop eyes to see the grace that surrounds them. This revelation isn't meant to be a private blessing. It's an invitation to help others experience the same spiritual rest. God often works through those who have recently discovered His unconditional love to help awaken others who are still trying to earn what's already theirs. Your newfound freedom serves as both personal blessing and ministry opportunity. As you navigate this new level of understanding about God's unconditional love, stay consistently grounded in grace. The Creator reminds you that while discovering free love is wonderful, it's just the beginning of a lifetime of living from acceptance rather than for acceptance. Maintain the spiritual sensitivity that allowed you to see this truth in the first place. Guard against returning to performance-based faith that made you miss the reality of unconditional love in the past. Let your spiritual awareness continue to flow from genuine rest in divine acceptance. With this new understanding of free love comes ongoing responsibility to remain humble and grateful. Use this gift wisely to discern true divine grace from false spiritual expectations. Embrace this journey with both confidence and humility, showing others that receiving God's love comes from understanding His character, not improving your performance. Stay connected to Him daily through worship that flows from gratitude, not obligation. Picture a future where you consistently live from the reality of God's unconditional love. Imagine divine acceptance surrounding every area of your life, spiritual rest replacing exhausting performance, and your understanding of heavenly grace expanding beyond anything you've experienced before. God stands with you, encouraging you to embrace this journey of unconditional love with complete confidence. This is truly your moment to experience deeper divine connection through resting in His free grace. This marks the beginning of a time when your spiritual peace, joy, and heart will be more aligned with heaven than ever before. Accept this blessing with gratitude, and remember that you're surrounded by divine love that asks for nothing in return. The path ahead holds countless opportunities to experience God's acceptance in ways that will become increasingly clear to your grace-awakened heart. What joy awaits as you learn to live in the freedom of unconditional divine love all around you. If this message has awakened something in your spirit about God's unconditional love, please consider blessing our channel with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or whatever amount feels right to you. Your support creates a beautiful exchange and allows us to continue sharing these revelations of free grace with those who need them most. If you're ready to rest in God's unconditional love, type 888 in the comments below as your declaration of spiritual freedom. The journey of living in God's unconditional love continues beyond this revelation. As you step into new spiritual freedom, stay grounded in grace-based practices that keep your heart open to divine acceptance. Every moment you rest in unconditional love could be the exact example someone else has been waiting to see. You're growing. Understanding of free grace serves as inspiration for others, wondering if they'll ever be good enough for God. Move forward with a peaceful heart, a restful mind, and a grateful spirit. Create opportunities for others to discover unconditional love as you enjoy the freedom coming your way. The spiritual language of grace and unconditional acceptance has always been part of how God communicates with those who love Him. By choosing to rest in His free love, you join a long tradition of believers who have learned to live from divine acceptance rather than striving for it. You never asked anything of Him, yet He was the first to love you freely, without conditions,